just want me to go through the pain of squeezing my tatas, but I don't think...
If your doctor hasn't told you that you should, then you should.
Claro que no, pero yo soy una baby.
Yo no soy tan baby, pero está bien. Hi, everyone. We are officially recording.
Thanks for the FYI. It can get dangerous. Hi, everyone.
You know, Oscar, que yo te estaba preguntando.
Hi.
I was asking you that if how's it going for you and your son? I'm proud of you guys.
My heel is, I'm still in pain, but you see my boo-boo, he's just down there working it out with another partner for now.
Very good. So you focus. I know that you're helping him with the meal plan and all of that, but I want you to not lose focus. And because you can't do the workout, you follow your meal plan, right? Mm-hmm. The way it goes with the formula that I explained to you. Breakfast is going to be your FFC with your protein. And your lunch, you know how it goes?
Sometimes I do right, other times I don't, because if I don't prepare my meals at night, and it seems that when I cook healthy, everybody wants to eat. So this week has been awful. The starting this week was awful because everybody wants to eat my meal because I'm looking at your sister's recipes. So I've been trying them. So everybody wants to eat it too.
What's one of the ones you've made?
Yes.
Which one have you made?
I did the cauliflower rice. Also the one that we tried. I didn't really make another one together. I forgot the other one. But it was good. I also tried ¿cómo que se llama? La cosa esta verde. Que tú dices que se puede comer como fruta. Tallota. La tallota.
You had it cruda?
Sí, bien bueno, con peanut butter. So we had that for snack. And then yo la cociné también con huevos sancochados y se la di a ellos. It's good.
Very good.
I've been doing my best.
Very proud of you. I'm very proud. And
I drive a lot.
I know.
And it's hard. I drive a lot. So it's hard for me to bring food because it will get bad in the car. So I'm going to see if I can find like a small cooler so I can put ice at the bottom and bring food with me that can eat cold.
I was going to suggest
because sometimes it's all day long and I don't eat.
And you're in Florida, so
I'm trying.
It's not going to be good, especially when it gets warmer, to carry food with you. Mm-hmm. But if you get a cooler, that's going to be your solution.
Also, too, can I give a suggestion?
Yeah.
So my husband is a truck driver, and he's doing this whole thing with me. And you can get off Amazon a heated lunchbox. It's $20. So if you bring like your food and you want it warmed, you can buy one. It's a heated lunchbox. It's $20, and we got it off of Amazon. And that's what he does to eat the meals I cook.
Because he's on the truck driving.
Yes.
And he takes his all 3-4 meals with him?
Exactly. So he has the cooler for like the yogurt with the fresh berries. And in the morning, I'll make him sweet plantains with scrambled eggs. And he just puts it in the heated lunchbox, and it takes like 30 minutes, and it's like a hot meal.
I like it. Ya tienes ahí, Ninoka.
Sí.
I'll share the link to Amazon for it. It's very inexpensive, and you plug it into your car, and it charges off of the cigarette lighter.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
Very good.
Yeah, it's very good. My husband that's what saves him.
Awesome. And how's it going for you, Maggie?
Thank you.
Of course. It's going okay. I've kind of fallen off the track, but I just need to get my butt in gear. It's just my own stinking thinking. Like I'm consistent, then I'm not consistent. Then I'm consistent, then I'm not consistent. So I need this call tonight to get more motivated and just.
Can you describe a little bit what it means to be falling off track?
I'll follow the meal plan, and then at night I'll have an FFC because I want to feel good. And then some nights I'm like, nope, I can't eat that. So my mind gets going, and like I said, thinking. So I just need to tell myself, stop, get back to basics, and you can do it.
what are you?
Sorry, Ninoska, can you please mute yourself because I cannot barely hear. Ninoska, right?
I muted.
Because I cannot barely hear. Ninoska, right? Yeah, thank you.
So, Maggie, what can you do to fight that?
For me, it's really more of my work schedule. For me, like this is, I'm finally getting 2 days off a week. So for me, for a while, that's where I fell off, is I was working. So that extra day that I would spend like really thinking, planning out my meals, you know, doing more check-ins, I lost that. And once I lost that, I lost track of myself. So I just need to forecast how my week looks. And even if I only have 30 minutes, I need to say to myself today, I need to spend 30 minutes doing it. Because I can easily get distracted because my work is so demanding. And that's on me. Like I have to own that. I have to like leave myself a sticky. It's like checking in with the group. You know, that's what I struggle with, and I own that because it's so easy for me to forget that because I get so distracted with work, and I need to stop that. I need to spend more time on me.
Yes. So I'm going to take a picture of a page that I was reading actually today, and I posted it on IG stories. I don't know if you saw it. On how we have to be aware of our thoughts and how we're reacting to our own lives. So when you say that throughout the day you're eating fine, but then you just put the carbs in your mouth at night, you're sabotaging yourself because you want to feel good. So you need to replace that. You need to replace that action with a different one, because immediately from the moment you want to make yourself feel good, you have to take away the idea or take the power from food, that food can make you feel good. Food only nourishes your body. Food is fuel for your body. Food is to satisfy the body's needs. It does not fill any voids inside of it. So maybe keep like sticky notes on those specific places, because I know for me, I know which are the pita chips or which are the casabe that I'm going to go ahead and grab. But if I put a sticky note on it and say, you do not control me, it reminds me and it triggers me and I'll walk away from it. I can't buy ice cream, so I don't have ice cream inside of my house. I know that I have no control with ice cream. I see ice cream in the freezer and it talks to me. So I just don't buy it. Norris, what advice do you give for that?
To be honest with you, you need to. No, Maggie, where are you? I can't see you, but
Maggie is in the bottom.
Oh, okay. As far as I understand, and I'm not here to say that you're not working, but you need to name it for what it is. And I'm happy that you've done that. You're exhausted. You're tired, and you're gravitating towards the things that bring you comfort. Ladies, every time you are trying to revert from your comfort zone, you're always going to get pulled back. Like, we're always fighting. I know for sure, and I can give myself as an example, and that's how I feel. I'm always going to have like the fat Norris in me, like that fat girl of always gravitating towards the things that bring me like release or relief. Like if I am tired, exhausted, cranky, or if PMS is coming on the board, like we always have certain foods that we go towards. So you need to be very careful and identify it and nip it in the bud before you create a new habit that you're trying to get rid of. So you can change the fact that you're tired, that your job is demanding, that life is stressful, that you haven't slept well, that things aren't going your way. Unfortunately, the way that we want to alleviate or feel better is kind of treating ourselves with having a sweet or having the food that we love or call us by our name. First, it shouldn't be in the pantry. It shouldn't be at home, because you know that that's just going to make you grab it, eat it, and not feel good afterwards. And you know that you cannot cheat on things that you love. And we are all here because we care for ourselves, our body, and our well-being. So once you start gravitating towards that, what you create is a negative roller coaster of emotions, because You know you're not supposed to be doing that. You know you're trying to get out of that because in the first place, that's why you're here. You've seen changes. You've felt better. Maybe we've gotten a little bit comfortable because we know that once we hop on right back, we'll lose it again. So what happens with that is, Maggie, and it's a dangerous place to be. It's like, ¿cómo se llama eso? Cuando tú estás con la pistola.
Trigger.
No, like Russian
target roulette. The Russian roulette.
Es relajando con fuego. You're playing with fire because once you start
perverting the
on and off, perverting the palate, you create more cravings.
I finish her sentences.
Thank you. I'm a little bit fogged. But that's what I mean by that. And I hope I'm making sense. And if you're there and we can have a conversation, I would love to, because I find that that's what happens. So then we're playing because we know we can do it. We know how to lose it, but we're on that on and off. So we need to choose. Either we're hot, we're cold, but we can't be in between because you're not even like serving a purpose, because you're not fulfilling your craving fully because you're just nibbling here and there. Or are you going to follow the program, see the results that you want, and feel good in the long term? When you're in between, you're just feeling not good in all areas. Food, your mindset, your energy, work, life. And then it's just, right?
It's a very revolving door.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm very well aware of it. Like everything you're saying, it's kind of like I'm nodding because you're only telling me what... It's like a jerk on my shoulders, like pointing a finger at me saying, you know, you're not supposed to do that. Mm-hmm. You know that you know better. You know you work really hard. Mm-hmm. But the problem is, for me, I'm starting to learn about my inner self is that when I'm overworked, which I am, when I'm overstressed, which I am, I go to where I'm comfortable and food is it. It doesn't matter what it is. I don't shop. I don't. It's just a food thing, and that is just me emotionally identifying it. It doesn't matter how I slice it and I dice it, and that's a very moving thing for me because, like, I didn't think I was going to be able to say that. Like, no, that's not me, but it is me, and that's like I have to point that finger at me and say, but you did do it, and I have to
own it, point it, but don't bring it to a place where you start feeling then depleted. And when you start talking to yourself negatively, we can be our worst enemies, especially on this journey. We are so critical on ourselves. So I get it. You've been on the on and off. I've been there too. Like, don't think that I haven't. And I probably will always continue because we're human. Life happens to all of us. And I know that when I'm exhausted, I've even shared this with Nervous, when I'm exhausted, it's dangerous grounds because I don't give two shits. Like, I'm done. And if I'm done, if I see something without even thinking, I'm mindlessly eating. So what I've tried to do is, and maybe you're not a shopper, it's cool. You're going to hate me because you're tired. But when you grab a pen and paper and you just keep your mind and your hands busy, chew gum, drink tea. You need to find a replacement for food. And it's the perfect lesson for you to practice. Is it going to be a consistent thing every single day? Maybe not. But the more you do it, the better you'll become. But that on and off thing, you're only playing.
You know what I suggest?
Maybe? You're playing too much with things that you know that are not going to lead you anywhere. And it can actually trigger you to say, you know what? F this. I'm done. Like, forget it. It can happen. Like, that's what I mean about Russian roulette. I'm not trying to be so extreme, but when it has to do with food and life, it can happen very easily.
I think also, like, and I'm working on this as well. Like, we have to give ourselves permission to not be everything for everyone and be more for our own selves. And that means understanding that if something were to happen to you tomorrow, like, put life into perspective. If something were to happen to you tomorrow, your job would carry itself on without you, without a heartbeat. We are replaceable. So why are we giving our health, our vitality to a job, when I remember I did that. Like once I felt like they had to call an ambulance on me because I had an allergic reaction at work, and I was wheeled in a stretcher from my classroom. And for 3 days, I couldn't come back to work. And I thought to myself, here I am. I was constantly worried that I couldn't call out sick because I couldn't prepare lesson plans, and how would my students, survive without me? I couldn't call out sick because I needed to follow the schedule for my lessons, and how could I stop, and whatever. And that overwhelmed me. But for those 3 days, life happened in my classroom. Did it go as I wish I would have gone? No, but it continued on. And had I passed, it would have continued on. So I am the only one who can value me. I am the only one who can put me in priority. I am the only one who can care for me. So pick up a hobby. Maybe putting albums, your photo albums, organizing them.
Spring cleaning is here. Reorganize your closet.
Reorganizing, painting your nails a different color.
I did that, by the way, when I started To Be Mindset. I actually took off my tips specifically because it made me at night paint my nails. So when your nails are wet, you really can't do much. So it takes away the mindset of, I'm not hungry. I've eaten all my meals. Let me drink water and let me get over this. I'd rather feel in control than not. And always go back to the feelings that make you feel good. Those always trigger me to continue on the right path. Once we start feeling like not in control of our actions, we feel uneasy. And we're all women up in here. We love to feel in control. Controlling the controllable is key, and that's what we put into our mouths. Also, PD, I didn't mention that. I forgot on ours. Personal development.
I think Maggie was reading one of the books. I'm not sure.
I don't know about reading. I think it's audio. We believe, and our faith is fueled by hearing. We need to hear positive reinforcements, positive affirmations. We need to say it. Yeah, it sounds kind of crazy, but it's a reality. We are filled with so much negativity around us, with all the stress that surrounds us. We need to kind of flush out all the dirt with good stuff. So that's our intentions on these weekly meetings. Like, don't think that Unervis and I don't deal with the same things. Like, we're not here to bombard you with ours, right? But at the same time, we need to lean in with one another. And the way that we're able to give to you guys, believe it or not, is because we fill our cup. And not because we're selfish, but early in the morning, what I do is I put Spotify and I just put in fearless motivation. I'm a God-given, like, I love God and I need to hear him. So some days it's Elevation Church. Stephen Furtick speaks to me. Some days it's Les Brown. Like, I find people that put fire in me. That doesn't really make me focus on food, because food cannot be our center anymore. Like, we need to get over the hype with food. Go back to reality. Food is fuel. I don't know if you're talking, whenever I see your lips. So that's another thing. I also posted something in the group, and I will open that here. You don't have to say yes, you're in. But I am looking for committed individuals, just as you, Maggie, and everyone else on this call, to follow a specific meal plan for 14 days. 14 days, same meal plan we're going with. Water first, veggies most. But I wanted to share the specific meal plan every single day that we follow together. You know how there's 80-day obsession? I thought of this. You know how there's 80-day obsession and everyone's so excited about day 1, day 2, day 3. Oh, beautiful. Why don't we do that with nutrition for 14 days straight? And we count down and celebrate our wins and all eat the same thing. So nobody's jealous that someone created an amazing plate and you're not having it. So you do need to be willing to go out of the comfort of eating the foods you've been having so far. Trust and believe, I am not going to give you meals that don't taste good or that are not worthy of you to eat. Quite the contrary.
So basically what you're saying is it's going to be detailed day by day what we're going to eat, from breakfast, lunch, dinner,
and snacky chews.
I would love that.
So think about it. I posted it in the group. I'm only looking for people that are really going to do it, that you're going to follow the meal, so we can stay connected in that way and create kind of
Tú no me dijiste? When are we doing this? When do we start?
We start. You don't need to. Don't live far. We start.
What?
These days are flying. March 19th.
Okay.
This Monday. So I'm giving you today till tomorrow, weekend wise, so you can be ready for food shop. Then I'll provide the meal plan. I have it right in front of me.
Pero tú estás fancy.
And then what I'll do is I will share this in the group as a file. And then we will all post our meals. And it'll be great to see how everybody is eating the same thing and probably prepares it differently. And it looks different.
Well, mine is going to look different, of course.
How we're feeling.
I like it. You can count me in. Maggie said she's in.
Awesome. And Maggie, that's going to help also just get you back on track short term. I find that we're also too concerned with, 60 days from now, is this going to be my life? Let's just take it a day at a time, a week at a time. And right now, let's focus on 14 days. I'm not even talking about 21 days, just 14 days. And if we feel good, we can do it for a month.
And since we're announcing things that we posted in the group, I also posted the date of finally the Superwoman get-together. That's going to happen April 28th in my house. So for those of you who said yes, I'm going to add you into the event that that I will create, and that's where I will post my address. I didn't want to just post it everywhere. And it's just literally going to be a get together, and we'll just talk about us. And I'm thinking we should. Yes, I'll tag you, Maggie. It's going to be the 28th of April, and it'll be in Mi Casa in Howard Beach. Also, we wanted to make it potluck style so that you guys can bring your favorite dish. We want to just have a good time. It's going to be from about 11 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That Saturday. Hopefully, we will have a beautiful weather. But if not, we're going to be indoors in my home. All right? So save the date. We also have April 7th, which is our Super Saturday. And that's where we get together as a business, as a company, and we share what the products that are coming out and everything that is happening. We're having it here in New York City, and we're also having it in the United Kingdom, Canada, Puerto Rico, and everywhere in the United States. So if you want to attend one, you want to get more involved in what it is that we do, reach out and we will give you that information in case you're not here in New York City. If you're in New York City, you should be at the one that we're doing in Terrace on the Park. All right. And reach out to me so that you have that link, because there is tickets to be purchased. All right. Anybody else wants to share their tips, ideas, struggles, progress, questions, anything you want to ask? Input?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
First of all, I need to apologize for being late because I said I was not going to be late. And my tenant that owes me 3 months of rent decided to call me at 8:59. So, things happen, but I'm not letting it stress me. And it's amazing. You know what I thought about? 4 months ago, I'm going to say 4 months ago because it feels like shorter, but it's been 4 months. I would have probably still been crying from that phone call, just because, if that was going to fix anything. And last week I said to a coworker, oh my God, something about work. I was like, oh my God, that's so weird. You know what I just thought about? I really think that if it wouldn't be because of the workouts, I probably would have just started crying because it was like I felt frustrated and a little overwhelmed, but then the emotions didn't match it. And I was like, that's so cool. And I just feel like that's all from, not only just being part of this group, but being consistent with the workouts. And I like that. And I'm really liking the way that I'm feeling about that. It still makes me feel weird. So even when I say it to others, I'm like, yeah, you can think whatever you want, because I told a really close friend of mine today at work, and I was like, I said something to her like, I think it's weird. She actually asked me, not even in person, through Messenger, how much are you weighing now? And it's something we always shared. I was always like, not too far off. I'm not embarrassed with her. I would be like, yes, this is how much I weigh. And even with her, she sent me a message to say, how much are you weighing now? And she was like, this and this and that. And guess who has Shakeology for dinner tonight? She did. And she's, I've known her for 15 years and she knows a lot of coaches. And she actually pointed out, oh my God, whatever. And I told her, hello, if anyone's ever going to get you to do a workout or even to eat something better, it's going to be me. And like, obviously, if you're just not going to do it, someone from, I don't know where, she goes, exactly, right? And by that afternoon, but literally that night home, she was like, so what would I put in the shake? And yeah, we worked together for 15 years. So, it's like weird. It is weird, but I'm going with it. I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm not going to think about that because I will get stressed and overwhelmed. And I told you, Nita, the other day, I'm having a little fun with it. I'm not going to take it to heart. And that's what I'm doing right now.
I think it gives this journey a little bit more purpose, and it gives us a little bit more of a different level of accountability to what it is that we stand for. So when we share what it is that is working for us, we become the teachers, and then we become the role models for others. And it is proven that when you take that role, things stick for a longer period of time. So you're on the right track. Okay. I know that I see Mary here. How are you, Mary?
Hi, I'm good. I was here. I was just I had finished exercise and showering, but I was on the call.
Nice. Te bañaste. Doesn't that feel?
Tocaba.
Caramba. The best feeling on earth, man.
Yeah. So, hair, everything. I'm like, it's too hot. I'm too sweaty.
I don't know how to blow dry my hair, so I don't want my hair at night. Anyway. Sonia, how's everybody doing? Talk. Like, what's going on with you? You're exercising, you're feeling good?
Me? I'm feeling good with my exercising. I'm taking pictures because this scale is not moving. And honestly, I have to be honest, and that plays a trick on me.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. But I have people at work, a friend of mine that keeps insisting, Mary, but if you're seeing other aspects that are improving or getting better, or you see changes in you other than the scale, that, just keep with it. And I said, no, I'm keeping with it. It's just a matter of, it's really your mind when it really plays those games on you.
You're working out at night?
I'm working out usually at night.
Which is good. How's your water intake?
I'm good with water.
How much water are you drinking?
I have 3 10-ounce cups at my desk in my office, and I fill that at work. I fill those 3 cups 3 or 4 times a day.
Okay, so you're good with water. Are you keeping track of your meals? Like,
I was listening to what you were saying about keeping the meal, like everybody using the same meal. And I was probably gonna reach out and say, could you help me relearn how to read a nutrition label? I'm trying to do clean eating, but something, kind of.
Why I'm asking these questions is because I found myself with 80-day obsession. And again, like, we're real as it gets. Like, when you work out, automatically we are trained to, I worked out, I deserve. Or let me eat a little bit more because I'm sore. That was a heck of a workout, because let's be real here. If you're following 80-day obsession, this is just for these ladies that are following 80-day. Everybody's doing different workouts, but if you're following 80-day obsession, they're an hour long. Homegirl is extreme. So we are stepping out of our comfort zone as we're doing this. On top of that, the nutrition. So I find that if we right what we bite and we own it. And what I mean by that is we need to go back to basics. And every time the scale does not move consistently, and I'm talking in like 2 weeks, like if it hasn't moved down in 2 weeks consistently, we're either eating a little bit more that is not in the plan, we're snacking mindlessly, we're adding more to our plate because we feel we earned it, we're not hydrating, or we're not sleeping, or we're stressed. There's a lot of factors with the scale.
Could it be that you're not eating enough?
También. And also can be
because
not eating enough.
I tend to do that. I tend to, okay, I had lunch, I'm good, that's it.
And you can't skip meals. This is where it's at. Like the moment that we stop skipping meals, the moment that we say, I'll just wait for tomorrow, or you skip Shakeology. I don't know about you, but I can't live without Shakeology for many reasons. It keeps me on check. Once you fuel your body accordingly and you eat your 3 meals and 1 snack, you are not depleted. What happens is we are just like any car. If you're not fueling your body accordingly, it's going to start asking for things that are not that healthy. If you notice, if you followed the program, let's say the first week you started and you were religiously, you felt more energized, you didn't feel any cravings because you were fueling your body with the right nutrition. The moment you step out of the plan, things change. So I do encourage all of us. I had to do that. And one of the things I've done is I've switched my leg day, AAA. It's actually worked out for me lately. It's not the best for me, but nighttime, it kind of shortens the time for me to think about food. So I follow the meal plan. All I got to do is right before bed, I press play, shower, have tea, and bed. Because no more food. I don't need no more food. I already ate all my food during the day. Because I found myself eating because I was cranky. If I'm cranky, tired, and sore, you better believe Norris is going to eat a little bit extra. I know myself already, so.
I was also going to add to that, like, that the first few days of 80-Day Obsession, I tried the whole idea of, having a pre-workout meal and then working out and then following the To Be Mindset things. But that didn't work out for me because I was having too many carbs. So I do my recover, right, with the fruit. Then I have my breakfast 2 hours later. Then I have lunch, food. All of this is food. But what I found that has really shifted for me and has helped the scale move has been adding my Shakeology at that mid-afternoon snack with extra veggies. So I found myself being hungrier than normal. So I know I'm not going to be adding carbs or whatever because it's in the afternoon. So what I do is I have spinach and kale available at all times, and I add that to my Shakeology. So more fiber, more filled, I feel full, and now I have dinner. So when I have my dinner at, like, let's say usually my snack is either by 3 or 4 o'clock. And at 7 o'clock, I'm already ready for dinner because I'm hungry now. And it's been working so well that even my body now reminds me, like, I'm hungry. I have to eat something. And it's because I'm burning more, and it shows. It shows in my body and it shows on the scale. So I agree with Norris. I was not eating accordingly, and it was just keeping me static. And then, of course, I went to the Dominican Republic, and I had a little bit extra feeds. So it all affects.
Okay? And let's say you are following it, because this can also happen. You're following it to the T. You're eating accordingly. 80-Day Obsession is a program that I've noticed, and I fight with the scale as well. And my husband is the one that deals with that part of me the most.
And me too.
And the nurse, my other half. So when you're following it to the T like I have, the scale doesn't move, but then my clothes reminds me, be quiet. Look at these pants. They're fitting you looser. And for some reason, ladies, where I'm losing the weight is in the waist, right? But also my knees. I laugh every time I say that, pero como que I'm like losing weight in places that I'm like, like inches. And also muscle weighs more than fat. So I'm also looking at the gains of the program. So your friend is right, and take her advice. So if you're feeling kind of unmotivated because the scale is not budging, let's revert. Let's see things for what they are. Okay, it's not moving, but it'll move eventually because I'm moving towards the right direction.
new focus, more focus.
Yeah.
Read something.
So we're going to go back to basics, and I think that we all need it. I feel it. I don't know. I might be mistaken.
I think it's a good time.
More than us, so we can spring forward. And I think that this meal plan is going to set us up for perfect timing for me, for Mother's Day, for spring,
and
for shopping, and all the good stuff.
Are you not going to share?
April 28th.
May 2nd.
Oh, nerves.
Ilana.
Oh, I'm like, okay. I told you I'm a little bit. May 2nd. Yes. Well, we have a lot of dates. Like, she wants me to remember everything.
And I'm tired, Morris.
Well, no, because you'll know. April, okay, let's go by dates. April 7th, Super Saturday. Las Savvy Sisters van a estar ahí. If you don't live in New York, Sonia, I'm going to miss you. Pero en Miami, en Florida, júntate con Cynthia.
Yes, I actually sent Cynthia an email today because I saw they're going to have one here close by to us.
Perfect. So it's the perfect opportunity for you to go. A lot of nuggets of information are going to be out there. You're going to meet amazing people, happy people. We need to network with one another. We need this in life. If you're in disagreement, we can have that conversation too. But I know that my life has changed because of women like you and others that I've met along the way. And you guys have only given me blessings upon blessings. So I'm very grateful for all of you. And it's because of these events that I continue coming in and leaning in with all of you and learning and whatever, right? All the good stuff. So April 7th, if you haven't noticed, Muneris and I will be there. It's going to be in Terrace on the Park. If you live outside of the state, if you have the back office, reach out to your coach. We can tell you more or less where to find that information. April 28th, Muneris is opening the doors to her home, and we are going to be hosting our event there. So space is reserved for those interested in going. We want to have an amazing time. And I think that...
And I really looked for a place that would be affordable. I couldn't find one. So I figured my house is open. So let's just do this.
So the events, I know Unervis is not going to share the location of the events. It's only going to say Unervis is home. So if you are going, then she'll send you the info privately. We want to also be protective of our families and loved ones. There's crazy people out there. Just for safety. So eso es April 28th. Y entonces, señores, drum roll. Drum roll, ¿qué sé? Thank you so much. Guys, Ilana, and the creator of To Be Mindset, is pregnant, and her babies are all coming May 20, 2018. So
May 20 or May 2nd?
Sorry, I messed up. It was going to be May 2nd, 2018. I love you all. I'm running on I don't know. May 2nd. I'm not drunk, by the way. I'm just exhausted. May 2nd.
So that means, guys, that now
we're going to have everything, all the information I've been sharing from what I've learned, right? And I thank all of you because you've been very patient with me. I know that I've given
us, Nori, por las dos, because nosotras lo hemos traducido al español sin tener
we've maneuvered this the best way we can because we know that this is a life-changing program.
But now it's going to come with a package.
Now it's coming completed. It's going to be beautiful.
We don't know what it's going to look like.
I don't know what it's going to be like, but I already know that it's going to be amazing. So
we're going to get a bottle. I know that.
Cállate.
I'm excited.
So May 2nd is going to be open for the public. So I no longer need to be hiding in the dark about this.
And you guys are going to help us with your transformation.
Help me and Unervis and this amazing program that can benefit anyone that has a heart beating. That's it. This program works for everyone, every age, every ethnicity, every medical condition. It's just an amazing program. So it's coming out May 2nd. To Be Mindset, that is the name. And that is like my baby. I was very emotional when I heard the date, because I do feel that it's been my baby. This is something I've been dealing with and going in the journey of in the trenches since, well, February 6th of last year. So it's been a long production period of waiting and waiting and waiting. But Unisi, just so I can piggyback on what you said, certain things give us so much like wealth. Like this has been wealth to me. Like I don't have money or like millions, but I find that sharing the wealth of health and the blessings that I received in this journey so far, I couldn't keep it to myself. So I had to open the doors and invite others to come and join in this amazing journey that has now allowed you, Onisi, to release so many weight, to feel in control, to feel happier, to be the light now. Because sometimes we want to see so many changes in this world. And believe it or not, ladies, every single one of us can be that if we allow ourselves to. So in this journey, I've been able to do this. So I'm truly, truly, truly over the moon excited for all of this. And I know that we can all share what it's done for us so far. And it's just the beginning. Literally, it's just the beginning. So super, super excited.
And just to like open it up for you guys, any questions, and to just if you'd have anything to add to or let us know. I did say we're doing the event of the 28th as a potluck.
We didn't mention that.
We're going to be, we'll talk about the list of foods and like that. Eso va después, pero por lo
menos. Whoever has a favorite dish that they want to come.
Lady Lynn said she's bringing an impossible cake.
An impossible cake. I'm not a baker.
I am, but I don't know. I'm not doing cookies at all. I know that for sure.
No, we're going to keep it clean, healthy.
Who's bringing an impossible cake?
Lady Lynn.
Lady Lynn, where is she? She left.
Because she's different.
No, she said she has something.
Pero Lady Lynn con su baile. Rosetti, usted está muy calladita. Pero te veo ahí, Rosetti. Sonia,
Rosetti, nada más falta tú por decir.
Estoy aquí en la casa de mi amiga. Estoy aquí en la casa de mi amiga que le estaba explicando.
Sonia no hablaba.
Lo del shake y todo eso. Y gracias a Dios, ya mañana va a ser el proceso. Ella trató de entrarse en Zoom. Ella se llama Roxana. Okay. Ya para la próxima, entonces ya va a entrar. Sí,
ok, muy bien.
Sonia on Zoom, unmute Sonia.
Yes,
unmute yes. Sonia. Something else, guys, that is happening.
Sonia iba a hablar, Niri.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're going to talk. Y después ya habla.
Ok, me callo. Okay. Dale, Sonia.
I hate when they do that to you, though.
No,
I love you.
No, I was struggling last week, stressed at work. All the negativity has been driving me crazy. So I was struggling, but I've been back on track this week and exceeding my water goal, almost to the gallon.
Nice.
Yes. So
and you haven't stopped your workouts.
No. Even though I wanted to cry yesterday.
I know. I don't know what she's thinking. That lady's crazy. She's onto something.
She really is.
All right, so you're back on track, and that's the best way to be. Like, lean in. Every time, guys, I know this, and I say this a lot in the nerves as well. Once we shy away from these calls and don't post in the group, chances are you're going to start kind of derailing back and dealing with the stress all on your own, when in reality, we can all be here and just, tell each other to be quiet so the other one can talk, because we care about each other. Love you, Nurse. Go ahead.
No, ya me fue. What we were going to say is that we're considering, because we have a lot of amazing things are happening, and I've been not wanting to do a full group in Spanish, but I do have Spanish speakers who don't understand a lot of English. So I'm going to be opening a Spanish speaker group. And that one is going to be a mixed group for people who are working out and people who just want to eat healthy. And, if you guys are going to know of anybody that can benefit from that, please let us know, because we're going to be doing that. And the pioneer of that is going to be Rosetti. So
hay que practicar el español.
Pero Norris and I can't do this alone. It's a lot, and a lot of people need help. So if we put ourselves together, we can help more people. So that's the goal.
Well, I love to be supportive, and I think I speak Spanish fairly well.
Very good.
Tú sabes.
Un poquito.
Yo tengo que practicar el mío.
I'm
very Spanglish.
So vamos para eso. Those are the things that are coming to play. Se acabó. Hi, Eddie. Miren, Eddie, show your face. Show your face. Eddie is a 19-year-old young man who decided to make a shift. How ya doing? And he's working out with his 80-day obsession program, and every day he posts and he's like, I'm happy. So that is fabulous. I'm very proud of you for doing this for yourself.
Si tú lo haces mañana, ya es martes.
All right. So guys, thank you so much for your time and for joining in and sharing your stories and your struggles. I really continue to feel proud of everything that you're doing. Let's just keep doing this, because at the end of the day, we can't look back and say, oh, I so regret being part of that. I just regret the day I sweat. I regret the day I ate healthy. You're never going to say that. And just keep going. And don't forget, we're not perfect. We're not striving for perfection. We're looking to be progressive, like the insurance. All right? So have a good night, everybody. Sonia se ríe. Yo soy loca, Sonia, pero tú entiendes.